Easy Agent Proers, welcome to this episode of In the Lead by Easy Agent Pro. Today we're going to actually dive in deep to some of my favorite real estate tech tools. I get a lot of questions from agents just, trying to keep up with tech, trying to keep up with Facebook. And so what we've done is I've actually published an encyclopedia of real estate tech tools that's actually sortable and filterable on Easy Agent Pro. I'll link it up in the video and in the podcast. But basically what it does is you can sort it by free sources, by paid, by my favorites, by CRMs, by email providers, by website providers, and just see what you want and filter it down and get reviews, links to the site, and just know what it is and see a list of all your options. Because what is happening is that technology is exponentially speeding up. And so if you've ever felt like you're behind the times, you're struggling to keep up, it's because it's actually getting harder to keep up with technology. Over the course of the next 20 years and historically over the course of 20 years, it typically exponentially grows the technology curve in the advancing in the actual production of what's possible by factors of thousands and sometimes millions, depending on what sector you're looking at. So today we're going to dive in deep into three of the tools that I find really, really helpful internally at Easy Agent Pro and for real estate agents specifically. The first one is CRMs, email, and tracking. The things I like to see agents doing is using a CRM and an email provider. So what do I mean by that? I love HubSpot's free CRM because it integrates greatly with Sidekick. Sidekick's a paid app. It lets you do call tracking, lets you do call recording, lets you do advanced calling. And it's really greatly integrated with their free CRM that has pipelines and everything you need to move people through deals and close deals and know what's in your pipeline and forecasting and everything. You can even split up team leads. But what I like to pair it with is something like a BombBomb or a MailChimp, where you can actually go out there and you can, email everybody a blog article or, send them a video introducing a blog article. That combination is something I don't see a lot of agents doing, sending the emails that are mass and sending the emails and doing the calling that are personal. And that's where I'd like to see the gap in where one of my favorite tools is using a CRM of that nature with a email tracking thing. Another favorite tool of mine is Canva. You've seen it on the blog a few times. It's a free image making tool. If you're doing any sort of social media marketing, any sort of real estate flyers, you can use the tool itself to make some images that look fantastic and are free to download, free to print, free to share. It's a really, really powerful tool. Basically, it's drag and drop image building for social media sites, for your flyers, for whatever you need. And it's a really cool tool that wasn't available as recently as a year and a half ago. It's really new and probably one of the more powerful image editors you can use for free. So the third tool that I really want to dive into is actually an SEO tool. And we talk a lot about SEO on Easy Agent Pro because I'm a firm believer in it. If you Google real estate SEO, we'll show up as a third or fourth, sometimes first on the list of organic results. And I believe that it's a core fundamental aspect of every business as it's in its own sector. It's not quite sales, not quite marketing. I think it should be something every business owner focuses on because Google is tied everywhere. It's on everyone's phone. I mean, even if they have an iPhone with Safari, Google is the built-in browser. So you really want to be there and you need a site that lets you there. The tool I like is called Agency Analytics. I don't think we've talked about it much on the blog. And what it lets you do is it lets you load up 10, 20, 500 keywords that are in your market that you want to track your positioning for. And you put your URL in there and it will actually track the amount of Google searches for that keyword, where you show up for that keyword, and how many clicks you get for that keyword in your Google Webmasters console. And it's a really powerful tool. We use it at Easy Agent Pro. We have over, 500, somewhere around that, keywords that we're actively tracking and optimizing our site for. And it lets us see progress over time, graphs go up, and it lets you really see where you need to write more content and where you need to get more links. So Agency Analytics is what I really recommend for tracking your SEO results. Another tool that I'm going to throw out there, and this one's free, is Slack. A lot of us have communication with team members, with business partners, with family members, whatever it is. You get texts over here, you get emails over here, you get phone calls up here. You have people who are out there sending you, God knows what through Facebook, and that's just not efficient. Slack keeps it all in one place. It's what we use at Easy Agent Pro. You can set up channels for certain clients. You can set up channels for your buyers, for your sellers, and then you can communicate with your other team members through there, so everyone knows what's happening in the same place. Email is just a little broken for this type of communication, right? You can email someone and you want them to reply back saying, "Hey, I got it," but that's it. And that's just an awkward email to send these days. That just doesn't work. And that's why Slack works so well. You can send people that email, and then when they get it, they can just say, "Cool, got it." And it's just a nice app. It's on your phone, it's on your computer, it's on your iPad, it's on your tablet, it's everywhere, it's in the cloud. So then you don't iMessage people, you don't instant message people, you don't Facebook people, you don't email people in your office. You just rifle it all through Slack, and it's a great way to keep your business organized and help you scale faster, hire the buyer's agents you want, because you have an easy way to keep your inbox at least a little bit sane these days. And then the last two I want to wrap up with is really another organizational business tool that I see a lot of people missing. When it comes to building a business, the best thing you can do is have training practices and documentation of how you do things. And the reason you need this is when you go out there and you hire someone, you're not then having to start from scratch during the hiring process, during the training process, during the onboarding process, during the review process, and during the ongoing, continued activity process. All that stuff is processes that should be documented and contained somewhere. And the tool I use for that is called Slim Wiki. It actually lets you make this internal site that you can let anyone on your team access. You give them a username and a login. It's free up to some amount of users, and it's really cheap after that. But what you can do is you can actually build out your sales systems, build up your buyer follow-up, build out your seller follow-up, and have it all documented. And you can even document it with videos like this and upload it there. And what you'll find is that when you're onboarding people, you have a much, much greater chance of success because they can watch all this stuff without you telling them on a one-to-one level. So it's you sitting down and recording a bunch of videos, documenting a bunch of processes, even documenting your hiring process so you don't shoot from the hip as you're hiring all these people and getting all these people coming into you on Craigslist and LinkedIn and Monster and wherever else you're getting your job applications from. It really helps you organize it. So the Slim Wiki is a really, really powerful tool, I think, and it's one of the ways that you can actually grow your business faster, is if you, even your admins, know how to be 20 to 25% more productive from day one, that's just going to really scale and ramp up what you're able to do as an individual agent. So those are my favorite tools. I'll link them all up. HubSpot for the CRM. Make sure you're also sending out emails with BombBomb, MailChimp. They'll all integrate with Lead Sites if you have one. Canva for free image making. Agency Analytics, great for SEO tracking when you're ranking your site and that. And then you have Slack for communication and Slim Wiki there to make sure that your internal organization is solid and built on solid ground. I often find that just documenting those processes yourself and knowing what they are will cut stress out of your life, even if you're not hiring someone in the near future. So I'm Tyler with Easy Agent Pro. This has been another episode of In the Lead. Hope you find those apps helpful. I'll link them all up. Go check them out. Go check out the sortable sheet we have up online. You can go check it out at easyagentpro.com/blog. You'll find it there. So I'm Tyler at Easy Agent Pro. Talk with you next time.